Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with yet another Lost City of Un'Goro card review. We just revealed some cards, some very buggy, or at least bug squashing cards, still in my vacation garb. But yes, there's one more Demon Hunter Legendary revealed. We're gonna review that as well. We might as well review the cards I revealed. I typically never review them, so why not review those cards? We'll actually give them ratings because they're actually pretty terrible, right? They're pretty darn bad, but we'll review them as well. And if you want to win these cards, we're giving away 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter the giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I'll add it to the mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go broke. I hope you guys enjoyed the card reveal. We had some fun with that. But yes, let's take a look. We'll save the old cards for last if you don't care. You just want to see what the new legendary is. We will start with that. And it's again, just like the weirdest cards. Demon Hunter is getting this set. Like I said, they're just weird. They're weird. And yes, the new legendary is Entomologist? Entomologist? I don't know how to pronounce anything anymore. Entomologist. Toru, a 9 mana 7/7 minion with battle cry. Put each minion in your hand into 0/1 jars that cost 1. Break them to release the minions. And by the way, this card that I can't pronounce does have a pretty cool signature. Gotta love it. But yes, these jars are the specimen jars. 1 mana 0/1. They don't have a tribal type, so we can't use our bug squashing cards from before on them. Yeah, and it's got Death Rattle, release nothing, but that's just like a placeholder. So like you get a big minion put into this, and then you break these jars. All of a sudden, you can do some pretty crazy stuff, right? That's the idea. The idea is like, yeah, you get all these jars, you place them on the board for dirt cheap, and then you break them open so you can get like Mechtherodon out a bit faster, but you gotta play 9 mana to get it out. But, or I don't know, we get like Illidari, Inquisitor, King Rush, whatever out, and just do like a mass scam. But the thing is, I got to acquire all these minions. I've got to play Entomologist Toru. I then got to put them all into jars, and then I got to, you know, break the jars and then have the minions be worth popping out. There are good ways to get it out currently in the game. You have like Immolation Aura, which you could just play, knock out all your jars. You also have Infiltrate, which you could just throw onto like an enemy minion, your own minion, deal 3 to everything, get some pretty crazy stuff. And even like Werver's Slumber, which by the way, really good with that quest, dealing 2 to everything. Just a reminder. Yeah, that could be pretty darn good, but this feels incredibly janky, slow. Definitely a Mark Ulticon, Dane, whatever combo player, absolute dream type of card to do something just ridiculous. You never know. But in terms of like constructed validity and doing some crazy combo, some OTK, this does feel incredibly janky, incredibly weird and slow. And again, does this spawn a new archetype of jar DH? Well, we already got bug squashing DH, we got bug DH, and now this is just pretty crazy. But I don't think it's good. I think it could be a ton of mana cheat, so you never know in Hearthstone. But there are some serious hoops we have to jump through to make this a card worth playing. And again, we can't really cheat this out early to get a battle cry on this going early to really, you know, get things happening in Demon Hunter. But I don't know, maybe there's some weird like Starship like Death Rattle something, I don't know. There are the jar Death Rattles, but will it retain that? I think it would just be an empty Death Rattle. I don't think it would keep the base of it. I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's some weird thing you could do there, but typically that stuff doesn't work out. I'm gonna give this a 1. I'm sorry, I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 5 in standard. I just don't know what you're doing with this to make this a competitive card. There's so much like things you gotta work through for to make it happen. Same in Wild, I'll give it a 1, but this one, you never know. Maybe I'm wrong. There's just some crazy weird jank combo that emerges, and this card's insane. But Demon Hunter is typically not the class to want to hold a bunch of minions, build up towards stuff. Even their Starship stuff, they still play the cards, right? I just don't see it, but I do think it's a rad card, and I like cards like this existing. It's just, yeah, is it going to be competitively viable? Probably not. but you absolutely never know. So that's the new card. Let's go over the cards that we actually revealed, and I haven't had to give a chance to give a rating to. We'll probably go through this pretty quickly. First is Fumigate, that 2-mana epic fell spell. Deal 3 damage to a minion. All others are the same type. I think we talked about, I alluded to like Waste Warden. It's basically the same effect that a 5-mana card used to do on a 2-mana spell, which is pretty nice. But again, it's contingent on like tribal decks, right? We're seeing a lot of tribes this expansion. Elementals, we're seeing beasts. Like, I guess this will be pretty good against Shaman, but even the deal 2 damage deck, right? There's a ton of beasts. This would wipe most of them. So Demon Hunter will counter Demon Hunter, right? But it's very narrow. But at the end of the day, it's 2-mana deal 3 to a minion, which usually is like, well, not worth playing, but like close enough. Usually one upside on that. And the upside on this is it can actually wipe a ton of other stuff, but it could also hit your own if you have the same tribe. But overall, yeah, really narrow, really niche, and probably not what Demon Hunter wants to do. This is like almost like a tech control-y card in a class that's not really techy or control-y. And yeah, I don't see it happening. So yeah, I'll give it a 2. It's got some merit, and again, meta dependent. It can do some stuff if there's a lot of tribal stuff going on, but overall, it's probably not seeing play. We'll give it a 2 in standard, a 1 in wild, because just no. Although actually, is there more merit to it wild because it hit pirates and there's so many pirate decks like Priest and DH, and I guess that's it. But still, like, that's really good against pirates, so it might actually have more validity in wild. So maybe, but I'll still probably give it a 2. But you never know, this could be a tech option for those pesky pirate decks in that format. We also have the Hive Map, right? The 1-mana spell, discover a fell spell if you play this turn. Also pick one of the others. We don't have a ton of fell stuff going on right now in DH. I mentioned Scorch Reaver. I'm waiting for that to take off. I don't think the Hive Map is enough. And the only new fell spell I think we got this set is, yeah, Fumigate, which is just not great. That's not really what you're looking for. So until like more fell spells are introduced that are actually like kind of game winning, damage based, that can like, you know, kill your opponent. That's what you want in Demon Hunter. We're dealing damage. This card's probably not making the cut, although it's definitely very easy to get like the extra fell spell. They're usually relatively cheap, right? These cards are not that expensive compared to maybe like one of the other ones that discovers a minion. You might not be able to do it as well. Very easy to get the second fell spell, but even then, again, value in Demon Hunter has rarely ever been a thing, and fell DH, I don't see it emerging yet. So yeah, it's getting a 1 out of 5. It's standard for me, a 1 out of 5 in wild, although maybe you could use it to bank for like a Il'gynoth combo, but yeah, probably not. And then lastly, we have the Bug Squasher, which inspired the whole video. Hat gave this to me because he's like, you always complain about bugs in Hearthstone. Here's some bug squashing cards. So he has Bug Squasher, 4-mana 5/3, Battle Cry, deal 6 damage to an enemy type, or an enemy minion with a minion type. So it's like, again, it's kind of reminiscent of that 3-drop that used to be able to target dragons and deal 6, which actually saw a bit of play in very dragon heavy metas. This can hit any tribal card. It's actually quite good, right? Dealing 6 to any minion isn't the worst thing in the world. And most minions out there have got a tribe. It's decent tempo, but it's probably never ever worth the deck slot, right? Like, it's just not good enough to get, even with this tempo removal, good enough in the game. But this is going to be such a pain in the ass in Arena, because those type of cards typically are really punishing, and this could punish any tribal minion in the game. So that's something to absolutely look forward to in the Arena. Ladder, I'm not so sure this is worth a deck spot, so I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 in standard, a 1 in wild. So yes, the cards we revealed, I'm rating them all pretty poo-poo, but I think they're pretty fun and silly, and I had a really good time revealing them, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the silliness that we did like an hour ago. And that's, I promise, actually, I was gonna say I promise this is the last video today, but there's another card reveal like at 10 p.m. my time, so there'll be a late night review tonight, or if you're like any other time zone, early morning or early afternoon. So yeah, check that out. But that's it for Demon Hunter. That's it for card reveals, basically, for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.